The sheer mention of the word zombie these days is enough to make me cringe and cross my legs as if I just got a full force kick in the crown jewels. Over the past 5 or 6 years, zombies have just been completely ruined for me. A tsunami of zombie games came flooding into the video game market, saturating the place. Let's not forget zombie movies and the Walking Dead series. I think we just figured out the case of idiocracy. All these zombie games, films, and TV shows are turning people into zombies. Escape from Zombie City is certainly not different. I feel like I've lost at least another 2% of my brain cells just playing this 2 hour long game. Escape from Zombie City is developed and published by Tom Creates. You play as JJ, the last surviving military operative after an operation to stop the zombies failed. With Plan A failing, it's time to move on to Plan B. Nuke the fucking city. You must reach the military base before the city gets bombed and escape. Why does this sound so familiar? Wait a minute, this is fucking Resident Evil 3! The only difference is you play a male character who looks like he's 12 as opposed to Jill Valentine, and Nemesis gets left out in all his stars glory. With that said, you do face Zombie Rambo. Escape from Zombie City is a very confused game. When I say confused, I don't mean in its sexuality, but instead what tone it is attempting to present itself with. It has a serious, even if completely unoriginal zombie story and a creepy ambient soundtrack to it, yet the art style and gameplay are the complete opposite. How the fuck do I take the storyline seriously if the zombies look like cartoon characters coked up on cocaine? It's like Twilight, there's no possible way I could take it seriously. Vampires that sparkle in sunlight as if someone poured a bucket of glitter over them? What the fuck is wrong with you, Edward Cullen? Are you the My Little Pony of vampires? Anyhow, there are a variety of different coke bees that you encounter throughout the game. The standard general dopey but I'm glad to be here zombie, the zombie that looks like it had brain surgery, the zombie who got Joker gas, the general police and hoodlum zombie, and the slightly racist looking scientist zombie. When I say the scientist zombie is slightly racist, it has yellow skin and squinty eyes, you do the fucking math. Then there are the bosses. You've got purple skin Arnold Schwarzenegger escape from prison zombie, Zambo, a giant crocodile, and then at the end you have to deal with a giant rogue AI tank. Not a zombie, it is literally a tank that's AI has gone rogue. There are a total of 25 levels to complete throughout the entire game. Each level has its own statistics and extra goal to achieve. In classic Capcom style, each level has a ranking system where you receive a rank in accordance to your performance, with S being the best. In order to gain an S, the player must complete the optional goal, which includes either completing a level without being hurt, saving all the civilians, or killing X number of zombies. In each level you must find the key to unlock the door at the end in order to progress. This is while killing tons of zombies along the way. There are a variety of weapons including standard unlimited ammo handgun, shotgun, Uzi, flares, grenades, flamethrower, magnum and a minigun. If you die, you have the option of restarting the level over, or you can continue where you lose 10 minutes off the clock along with kissing your S rank goodbye for that level. This is pretty much the game with the exception of boss levels and the highway levels where you zoom along on a motorbike with machine guns on it. In honesty, the motorbike levels are about the only interesting and exciting part of the game. There's an endless mode which works similar to that of the story mode, except you have a 5 minute timer which can be increased in a number of ways, including killing X amount of zombies and progressing every 100 meters. There are a total of 3 different difficulty levels, easy, medium and hard. The higher the difficulty, the less time you have to complete the game and the more health zombies have. Escape from Cokeby City isn't necessarily a bad game, it's just so fucking boring. There's just nothing to grab the player's attention. The story is Resident Evil 3 all over again, the game can't be taken seriously, and it isn't even funny in any regard to make its drugged up zombies at least amusing. I nearly fell asleep playing it several times and it only lasts 2 fucking hours. I can see what it's attempting to do. It's attempting to capture the old shoot 'em up style of game. The problem is that it's too slow, the action isn't fast enough and the game doesn't progress quick enough. With that said, if it did, it would probably only last about 30 minutes, so that wouldn't have been a bad thing. Escape from Unoriginal City does some things well, such as the motorbike levels, and has some replayability if you can bear playing it longer than the storyline provides. It does have problems just equally as bad though, making it the blandest thing I've played this year so far, and with that it gets a 5 out of 10. Overall, between its unknowing of what tone it wants to set, copy and paste the Resident Evil 3 storyline, and mostly boring gameplay, there isn't much to enjoy with the game. You can't have a serious and funny zombie game at the same time. Imagine Resident Evil having the plants from Plants vs Zombies used as weapons. It just wouldn't work. The reason the art style works with Plants vs Zombies is because it is intentionally comical and not to be taken seriously. Attempt to eat the 2 pies of Resident Evil seriousness and Plants vs Zombie comedy in one is just fucking greedy. Not to mention eating that much pie in one go will probably result in being on the toilet for an extended period of time.